Remember the Barbie on the Stila collection? Yeah, the Foxy Barbie? Well, I decided to do my own version of it. I was very inspired by the Black Barbies that we don't really get to see that often. I'm taking my L'Oreal Studio Secrets primer, my anti-dull primer, and I'm going to put that on my face so that it kind of gives me a little bit more coverage at the bottom half of my face. Now I'm taking my foundation. You can use any foundation of your choice. I'm using Graftobian HD foundation in the color Ginger. Make sure you blend it very well. Now this Barbie's brows, they were pretty thin and just a typical arch. Now I'm taking some concealer and I'm going to go ahead and use that as a base for my eyeshadow. Using the 120 palette, the 3rd edition, I'm using a plummy brown color on a pointed blending brush. Placing that in my crease, I'm going to make sure to blend that through. Taking a fluffy blending brush, I'm going to go ahead and blend out the edges. Taking that black from the same palette, I'm going to go ahead and put that in the inner part of the crease. I'm just placing the color now and I'm going to go in and blend that out. Taking that fluffy blending brush, blend that black and the brown together to soften up the look. Grab a little bit more of that plummy brown and go right on top of what you've already done just to continue to soften it up and blend it out. Now I'm taking a peachy color and I'm going to use that and pack that on the lid. Taking your blending brush, just go ahead and blend that out through the crease. Using the lighter side of my eyebrow lifter by e.l.f., I'm going to use it as an eyeliner. I didn't want to use stark white. Now I'm going to go in with that peachy color from the palette and just set that into the waterline. Take some of that black and I'm going to go right underneath that and kind of make a line halfway across my eye underneath the waterline.
Come on now, ladies, let's take a stand. Change the game, girls, I know we can. Show them our beauty.
Taking any liner of your choice, I'm using L'Oreal Liner Intense. I'm just going to do a thin line according to the shape of my eye. I'm not going to wing it out. I'm just making a thin line to kind of thicken up my lash line a little bit. Adding a bit of mascara just to get rid of the eyeshadow that's on the lashes.
Change the game, girls, I know we can. Show them our beauty.
I'm using Milani Secret Cover Cream as my concealer to highlight under the eyes.
Change the game, girls, I know we can. Show them our beauty.
Now I'm taking some banana powder by Ebony and I'm going to set that concealer just to keep it from moving. Alright, now it's time for the contact lenses. Now it's time for lashes. You can add any lashes you like. I like these spiky ones because they give more of a baby doll effect on my eye. now for the bottom lashes. And there you go with the baby doll eyes. Now taking some Sienna translucent powder from Milani, I'm going to go ahead and set my foundation. I'm using this color because it has a little bit more of a red undertone, and I just want my skin tone to just look a little bit more rich.
Change the game, girls, I know we can. Show them our beauty. Black, brown, yellow, tan. Come on now, ladies.
Now in the 80s, the blush was pretty serious. I'm not going to take it as serious as the 80s, but I'm going to go ahead and place that blush on the most part of my cheek. Using a lip liner of your choice, I'm using one called Cherry Cedar. Any kind of dark red lip liner you have will do. And now I'm using a lipstick color by Kleancolor, and it's called Nutmeg. I'm going to place a little bit of lip gloss right in the center of my lips.
Black, brown, yellow, tan. Come on now, ladies, let's take a stand. Change the game, girls, I know we can. Show them our beauty. Black, brown, yellow, tan. Come on now, ladies, let's take a stand.
Alright, and this is the Afro curl.
Girls, I know we can. Show them our beauty.
Fluff it out with your fingers and then take a brush or an Afro pick and pick out some of the curls, fluff and style it to your liking. And this is pretty much the finished look, you guys. Enjoy the poses and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later.